Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Unbelievable. What this ex-IPOP deputy leader said about Nnamdi Kanu will shock you. Unbelievable. What this ex-IPOP deputy leader said about Nnamdi Kanu will shock you. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu had earlier issued a 14-day ultimatum to Simon Ekpa, a self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, to desist from using the name and image of the leader for broadcast or fundraising for his personal gains. The family urged, in a letter dated May 17, 2022, through it Anthony Magnus Johnson, one Finland-based expert, will also desist from making defamatory comments against the family, else he would face legal action. However, in a statement by the former deputy leader of the IPOP, Uche Mefo, he mocked the family of Nnamdi Kanu over their recent denouncement of Simon Ekpa and the ultimatum given to the former Director General of Radio Biafra. He noted that the threat against Ekpa are meaningless because there is no difference between Kanu and Ekpa, adding that the two are one. Mefo stated on Monday that the situation is ridiculous because Ekpa was only following in the footsteps of the detained IPOB leader. In his words, he said, "This is interesting and laughable as well. I maintain that there is a way nature responds to those who treacherously conduct themselves towards her. For what goes up must come down, and karma knows no bound in her retribution." According to Ripple's Nigeria, Mefo stressed that it was Nnamdi Kanu that endorsed Simon Ekpa to the hatchet job for him, which included the blackmail and defamation of people's character. He added further that anything that Kanu accuses someone of is what he does, and most of the time, his accusations are untrue. The family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu had earlier issued a 14-day ultimatum to Simon Ekpa, a self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, to desist from using the name and image of the leader for broadcast or fundraising for his personal gains. The family heard, in a letter dated May 17, 2022, through it Anthony Magnus Johnson, one Finland-based expert, to also desist from making defamatory comments against the family, else he would face legal action. However, in a statement by the former deputy leader of IPOB, Uche Mefo, he mocked the family of Nnamdi Kanu over their recent denouncement of Simon Ekpal and the ultimatum given to the former Director General of Radio Biafra. He noted that the threat against Ekpal are meaningless because there is no difference between Kanu and Ekpal, adding that the two are one. Mefo stated on Monday that the situation is ridiculous because Ekpa was only following in the footsteps of the detained IPOB leader. In his words, he said, "This is interesting and laughable as well. I maintain that there is a way nature responds to those who treacherously conduct themselves towards her. For what goes up must come down, and karma knows no bounds in her retribution." According to Ripple's Nigeria, Mefo stressed that it was Nnamdi Kanu that endorsed Simon Ekpa to do the hatchet job for him, which included the blackmail and defamation of people's character. He added further that anything that Kanu accuses someone of is what he does, and most of the time, his accusations are untrue. The family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, had earlier issued a 14-day ultimatum to Simon Ekpa, a self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, to desist from using the name and image of the leader for broadcast and fundraising for his personal gains. So my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.